Hello, everyone. So first of all, I would like to introduce myself. I am Nirav Sanghani. I have been associated with Integrity since last 1.5 years, and I'm working as a client relationship manager. So my key role is to communicate with the clients, identify their staffing needs, also check how the relationship is going on. And this particular presentation, it's all about how can we make this relationship more stronger. So we'll start with the role of account manager role, which is my role. So I will be the just give me a moment. So you can call me as offshore success coach. I will make sure that if you are doing the offshore staffing for the first time, then I will make sure that this relationship will go on smooth based on the experience that I carry, and my core focus will be on how to make this relationship a successful one. I will also be the HR manager of your offshore team. So if you are in need of if you want to expand your business, say like if you need additional staffing, if you want to discuss about the current roles and feedback for the staff that is working for you, I'll be the person who will be in contact, and I will be your go-to person for each and everything, be it onboarding or like your queries, complaints, or capacity planning. So onboarding, I will be the person who will initiate this. We will be providing the resumes of the candidates as per your requirement. I will be handling your complete account. So basically, if I say that the staff that you hire, he will be working for you. However, I will be working on this relationship just to make sure that it goes on smoothly. If you have any queries or if you have any complaints regarding the staff, you can just let me know and I will take care of that. I will, if any coaching or any training is required, you can just let me know. I will be also like capacity planning. So if you are in need of additional staff, you can just let us know, and we will start searching for the candidates as per your needs. So what ideally we do is like specifically for the tax season. So like tax season is those are the like 4 to 5 months which wherein there will be a lot of rush and hustles. So for the capacity planning, we inform our clients to hire the staff before the tax season starts well in advance, so that like if there are any hiccups, say that the staff that they have hired, it's he's not up to the mark, he requires specific training on any specific thing, then that can be taken care of before the tax season starts, so that during the tax season he will be he just have to perform his duties and give you the maximum output. For the feedback, you can definitely give the feedback to the staff that's working for you. However, we would request that keep the account manager in loop, so that he will be able to know that what all things are going on and how the staff is performing, and if there is any need uh, to train the staff member or to coach him, then we will be always there and we will be on top of it, just to make sure that that the staff member performs outstandingly for you. If there are any work timing changes, so it happens like at times after building a good rapport with the clients, the staff may place a request that is it fine that if I leave early, if I come early, and if I leave early. But what we do is like we specifically focus on providing 50% of overlap timing. So during that overlap time, means he will be overlap in this means that he will be working in your shift, wherein you and your staff, they both will be able to meet each other. If you have any training for him, you can provide him training during that specific time period of overlap. If you want to meet him and guide him on the workflow, that can be done. So this time can be utilized for the same thing. So this is so once it is done, like staff members tend to ask the client that whether they can come early and leave early, but we would request that rather than approving directly from your side, please keep us in loop, because at times we have seen that the relationship fails once the overlap stops. The reason, because the client and staff, they don't get that time to talk to each other. They don't get time to train the staff member. And of course, when we are sitting like 7 seas apart, communication is the only key, and that's the only thing that we have to make sure that that goes on smoothly and make the relationship work. Also, like false reporting, we have noticed a few cases in the past, so it's not like a regular one, but yes, when you have a staff of around 1,500 people, of course there will be at least one person's rotten apples. So at times, yes, we have seen that there were quite few people who did false reporting, and they have not worked, but still shown that they have worked. Now this happens, like we also have internal criteria of productivity based on which we judge their performance. So yes, there were few people who did that, and we have terminated them immediately, because we can't tolerate unethical things. So if the staff member requires any training, or if they have any leaves, they want any leaves. So ideally, first we approve the leaves only based on only if the client is willing to provide them the leaves. And also, like if you want to provide them bonus, if you want them to work extra, like overtime, you can just let me know and I will arrange the same for that. So how typically overtime works? So say if you have like hired a staff for 40 hours per week, and at in any specific week you came to know that you would require extra support from your staff. So in such cases, you can just let me know, and I will make sure that the staff works that extra 8 hours for you. I mean, whatever hours required. The pricing, billing, it will be all done by me. I will make sure that no questions get raised for billing. But yes, at times, even we are humans and we may fail. So yes, most probably we rarely receive any complaints for the billings and all. But I would also like to inform you that how billing works. So say if you have any staff member working for you for 40 hours, and on weekly basis, you will be billed for 40 hours, because in turn, we will be paying that salary to the staff that you have hired. So if suppose if you are going slow in any particular week regarding the work, and you don't have work for 40 hours, and you have only for 30 hours. So for the remaining 10 hours, that person will be taking training on the work, on the specific designation that you have hired for. So say if you have hired a bookkeeper, so he will be taking training to enhance his skills as a bookkeeper. So if he is at a basic level, he will take the training for intermediate level and enhance his skills. So that 10 hours will be shown as training and development, and you will be ultimately billed for 40 hours. Now, say in case you require more help, you are unable to cope up within the 40 hours that is assigned to the staff member, and you want the staff member to work for 45 hours. So in such cases, you will be charged for 45 hours only if the staff has worked 45 hours. And again, for the additional 5 hours, the rate will remain the same, unlike US. So what happens in the US is like if the staff does overtime, you have to pay them 1.5 times, but it's not the case over here. We just charge the same amount. Now, if we talk about job descriptions, so what we would request you is like provide us a detailed job descriptions, which includes the type of work, the day-to-day task that he has to perform, whom he has to report to, what qualification is required, what is the experience level that is required. I'm sorry. So what happens is like at times clients just provide a small JD that I need a bookkeeper who can do reconciliation, who can make the entries, or a tax preparer who can do 1040, or who can do C Corp, S Corp. So what we recommend is like if you can provide us a detailed JD wherein it is mentioned that what type of skills you require from that person. So say if you are dealing with, if your client base is more is of most of real estate clients, then you can even mention that he should be thorough with the real estate tax preparation, and what are the other core areas that you are looking for in the candidate, so that it gives us a clear picture that what type of candidates you require, and we can specifically handpick those candidates who have that experience. And once we get those candidates, we can present it to you and schedule the interview, so that it will save your time as well as our time. Moreover, like it will ensure that the relationship goes smooth. The reason, because that specific person, he will be having a complete idea that what you are dealing in, and also like he will be having that specific background. So yes, it really helps, along with like the software requisite, the time specifications, whether you need the staff for full time or part time. So all these things we do provide part time for, and the person there, he works for 20 hours. So yes, so we do encourage that. Please put it down a detailed JD wherein each and everything is included, so that it can so that we can hire the best person for you. Now the hiring process, how it goes. So like we will present you the resumes of the candidates who are like newly recruited, or as well as they may be from our existing bench. So like what happens is we do have people who work on our internal projects. So if we find that this specific person, he will be the best match for you as per the skill set that you require. So we may provide them to you for an interview. And then once we send the resume, you can interview them. You can also take a test to check their knowledge. So yes, at times the clients do that. They do send previous year's tax returns, and also ask us to like uh, to get those tax returns filled up, and check that what are the open points over there, or how they will perform. So once it is done, and through that they select the best person for them. And once you select the candidate, there will be staff confirmation process, wherein we will send you a link to confirm that specific person as your staff member, and then we will be onboarding the staff. Now, if we talk about our internal hiring, so there are like we have a specific dedicated HR team who looks after that, and there is a robust recruitment process. So I will start with how we identify the candidates. So a few things are mandatory. That first, they should have a minimum bachelor's degree. They should have at least 1 year of experience working for US and Canadian tech industry. Uh, Once the resumes are screened, the HR will take the initial round, and if they find that the candidate is eligible to work for integrity, they will provide with a technical competency test, and also general competency test, wherein like technical competency will check their technical knowledge, how good they are with accounting and taxation, or means whatever position they have applied for. And general competency, it's like checking their IQ. It's more like an aptitude test. And once it is done, once the candidate clears this test, they will be like there will be a background check and reference check. So it will include each and everything, that whether this person is carrying any criminal record or not, the experience that he has shown, or the education qualification that he has shown in the resume, whether that is legitimate or not. So once all these things are done, there will be a final round by the manager, and like if he clears it, he will be selected to get onboarded. Now the communication skills. Communication skills we bifurcate into two division, which is like good communication skills, and other one is excellent communication skills. Now, good communication skills are like the accountants that you hire. So that's a non-client facing role. Non-client facing in the sense that they won't be dealing with your clients. It, yes, it may be possible that you may ask them to send, you may ask to communicate with your clients, but it will be limited to email. So they will be thorough enough with the languages of email, but we can term this communication as a good communication if we ask them to go ahead and talk to your clients on a call. There are chances that that may not work out. Now, excellent communication skills. Now, this is the client-facing role, wherein this people they will be like talking to you as well as your clients. It is specifically for the virtual assistant roles. These people are like, as you know, that there's BPO sector is very much grown in India. Most of the MNCs, most of the companies, they outsource their projects and all the back end stuff and sales processes to India. So this type of people who are the virtual assistant, they are very much thorough with the language, and they are very much trained on the accent, the US accent. So they are the person who can communicate with you as well as your client, as their communication skills are very good. Now the test, this is like one of the part which we emphasize for the clients to do it. The reason being, the test can be, it means for any specific candidate, it can be up to 2 hours. However, like the reason that we ask our client to take a test of the candidate, it's just so that they can come to know that how technically sound the candidate is. And if if they find that the candidate is not that much technically thorough, then they will come to know that whether to whom they should select. So if we based on resume, yes, of course, resumes is prepared by the candidate itself. So there are chances that at time he may have boosted himself, he may have boosted his knowledge and what all things he has worked on. But technical test, it's the region wherein we will come to know that how good he is. So you can take the technical test or the writing test and other general aptitude test even before selecting the candidates. So these are like few of the accounting roles that we provide, that a bookkeeper of 1 to 3 years, accountants, senior accountants, tax associates and preparer, audit associates or audit supervisor, tax senior, tax reviewer, data analyst. Now this person, they will analyze the data of the company, and they will analyze that how to make the venture a more profitable one. Billing executives, the AR, account receivable and account payable assistants. And these are the few non-accounting roles, which are like, as I stated, virtual assistant, digital marketing associate, admin staff, executive assistant. So like at the moment, with the pandemic that started in 2020, virtual assistant role is like, it's in great demand, because we all were locked down in our own houses. It was not possible for us to go to the office and do the admin task and everything. So we shifted everything to virtually. And at the moment, virtual assistants are in great demand. Overlap. So as I stated earlier, that we do ask our clients to have at least 50% of overlap time. So the staff that you hire, it will be working up till 1 p.m. your time zone, be it EST, CST, PST, or MST. That won't be an issue. So we will be working up to 1 p.m. your time. So what we recommend is like, at least there should be an overlap of 4 to 5 hours. wherein you will be, wherein you can meet with the staff member. You can communicate with them if there is any training needed. You can also train them. The staff member can also communicate with your onshore staff, and like if they have any questions, or if they are in need of any documents, they can straight away talk to them and get the documents, or and get the questions answered, and make the work quick and very much efficient. The main reason that we provide the overlap is like you can be collaborated with each other, and because collaboration is the key to success. Now, senior profile hiring. So Indian ecosystem, it's like it's fairly new. Yes, we do have people who are quite experienced one, but it is difficult to find such people. Now, specifically, what I would say is like the people with 5+ years of experience, they have their own specific tantrums. So it's like if they get even a smaller hike, they won't think twice before switching the company. Second, they will be like, as we work for the US industry, we have a time difference of 12 hours, wherein your daytime will be our evening and night time. So they are not that much flexible to work during the night times. And yes, so all these things, like it makes the senior profile hiring a bit difficult. We are not saying it's impossible, it's just a bit difficult, because hiring them and then maintaining them, it's a bit difficult. But once again, like we also believe in organic growth. So say if you hire a person who is having the experience of around 3 to 5 years, they are the best bet. So what happens is they will be eager to learn new things. They don't have that much experience even, and they are not overqualified even. So like they will be eager to learn new things. They can be like your best anchor for the offshore team. They can take care of each and everything on your behalf, along with the offshore team. Uh, and these people, once we hire them, once we show them an internal growth, they will work as a dedicated staff for you, and they will be highly motivated, and they will prove their best to make this relationship work and successful. Now, best case for long-term investment. Offshore staffing, it's like it's really a long-term investment, wherein you you will start getting the returns slowly and gradually. But yes, once it starts, it will never end. It's just like share market. If you purchase the right stocks and just hold that position of the stock, and like don't sell it unless and until you get the best returns. So if you are just investing in them for a long term, it will definitely give you best amount of returns. So it's like it's the right partner, and we as management, we are the right partner. We have a track record of working with around 550+ firms. Being associated, you will always, as I stated, that it's like a stock market. Slowly and gradually, you will get return on investment, and it will be the best returns. And when we say about like, you will also like with the offshore staff, you will be able to save a lot of things. It won't be just your money, it will be your time even. The thing is like you may be investing more time at the moment, taking care of all the back end stuff. You will be investing more time on performing the task. So rather than that, just offshore all these things to us, and we will take care of it. You can just sit and just focus on expanding your business, which will ultimately grow both of us. So in your journey of offshoring, we shall have challenges, but we will resolve it together, because ultimately we are your team. Thank you.